Good morning, my friends. Danny here. Second day of the tour. We are now in Ocala, about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour from Orlando. And I just finished kind of uh, talking to the team here and trying to better understand what is going on in this neck of the woods. Not that I didn't know, but it's always a pleasure to kind of talk to you and explain to you. So this is, I think, almost an 1,800 square foot home, 4-2, a lot of improvements or a lot of updates, upgrades compared to the marketplace. A couple of things that are in the area of Ocala. Ocala is a large area. It's a big city. It's a large area. So we are very focused on a certain part of Ocala. The market is seeing a lot of properties here right now, but most of the competition, I would say probably all the competition, is not as nice as this house, or you have to pay a lot on updates or upgrades, right? So a couple of things worth mentioning. There's a lot of people that are moving here, migrating from within parts of Florida. I mean, there's definitely other people people are moving here that from other parts of the country, but there's actually a lot of migration, in-state migration from people that are moving because of the pricing, the affordability, the lifestyle, the quiet, let's just say less urban, condensed lifestyle. We are still in an urban area, so that is attracting people to come over. I'm gonna kind of walk through the house so you can see a little bit better what's going on here. So that's one category that they're seeing a lot of people coming as buyers. And when I say buyers, it's important to know who are your buyers in the area that are going to be potentially buying from you in the future. Also, not too far, if you heard about the Villages, which is a 55-bedder community, very large community for that category, that segment. It's, I don't want to say across the street, but it's very close. And there are people that want to live here that are part of that segment, but they don't want to pay the prices or the premium of living over there. The premium over there is both for pricing of real estate, of properties, but also a significant monthly cost for the HOA over there. And some people, apparently, they want to be close to the Villages because that Villages offers them certain type of lifestyle, amenities, stores, supermarkets that are not available everywhere. And you can live here and not pay those prices and not pay those monthly costs and still go drive down, be in the Villages and enjoy that kind of benefit from the Villages, what the Villages has to offer. So that's another segment. So those are kind of the buyers that are in the area that creating an activity here. Renters, we're seeing I would say the lower middle class type of tenants, families, nurses, even construction workers. Rent on something like this would be $2,200 to $2,400 a month, maybe $2,500 a month. Part of the reason I'm here in Florida right now is not only to see those houses and to provide that information to you, but also be able to share with you that we are negotiating better pricing. So there's the way things are, you as a SimplyDoIt client will be able to buy one of those properties, very likely already rented out with a tenant inside, recently built, with a lot of upgrades, 9.5, 9.4 foot ceiling instead of 8, quartz, and a few other good things for much less. And when I say much less, I mean not only where the prices were a year ago plus, also compared to other houses in the area that are being sold, identical houses from the same seller that are being sold for higher. We get the bulk discount. You get the bulk discount, the bulk purchase discount. One thing I would like to mention is that where we are right now, most of the houses here, not just this house, right, in this area, in this community, do have a septic tank. So it's very common practice to see houses with a septic tank. Septic tank, for those of you who are not familiar, it's not a big hassle. It's not a big trouble. So maybe once a year, the tenant orders a truck and they come and empty it. There's usually an indicator that says what's going on with the septic tank or how full it is. So I have a house that not only that I have a septic tank, I had to replace it. It wasn't terrible as well. So just to be aware of that. Excellent location, very good product, very large house, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, growing community, locally, growing area altogether, not too far from Orlando, and most of all, for us, better pricing and occupied with a tenant, so rent from day one. So let me know if you're interested in more information. We have multiple houses available on our list. Not too many, but there's definitely more, a handful you can pick from. Some of you already asked me, so how do we choose? We can go over, when I get back or during the list, we can go over the list and see what's available right now, because those guys are still selling. Out of what's available, we can determine based on location, on street, on numbers, however you want to tackle it. They're very similar. I would say they're down identical, because this seller builder, they do everything identical. Tiles, quartz, cabinets, everything is, copy paste from one house to another. The only difference would be the street, the lot, and maybe if it's rented or not, and if it's rented for how much. Get in touch with me, let me know you watched it, if you have any questions, of course, so we can move forward and offer you another house. I do want to mention, offer you a house. I do want to mention there are other houses for sale in the area, and many of them are, when you do apples to apples, you will see that either you buy it for the same price or less, but get less quality of a property, like the ceiling and the quartz and the tiles and maybe carpet, not tiles throughout, but maybe carpets, or vinyl plank flooring. And if you start asking for upgrades to bring it to apples, that price will go up as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Thanks for the comments. See you soon, guys.